Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Duet Night Abyss, I wanted to go over how you can get every character and weapon for free in the game. First and foremost, these are all of the characters you quickly get right now from just playing through the main story, events, and whatnot. So you already get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total characters just by running through the main story and doing a couple of the events that require you to maybe like run Mystic Maze for Isbel. Either way, that is the 8 amount of characters you can quickly get in-game, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 melee weapons readily available through the main story, and 2 ranged weapons. But in order to farm more characters, in order to upgrade their introns and everything like that, you will have to get kind of farmed up throughout the game. The first thing you need to do is collect a bunch of secret letter clues. These are readily available doing essentially anything in the game. Killing enemies has a chance to drop secret letter clues, running like dungeons, commissions, nocturnal echoes. Doing anything in the game almost will get you those secret letter clues, okay? I have 934 right now, and it even tells you Mystic Maze, Immersive Theatre, Memo, drop by any enemy. They're available pretty much everywhere, and this is just like daily logins. From there, when you collect those secret letter clues, you use them to buy items in order to run these missions here for either demon wedges, weapons, or characters. And there's also other bounties and stuff to get loot, but we're just gonna go over these for now. So how does this all work? Well, everybody, you need to actually go to the shop in order to spend your secret letter clues through the Covert Commissions tab. This is where you can farm easily and, I guess, actively a lot of the characters in the game. You can actively farm up Berenica, Lady Neefel, Rebecca, or Neifel, Lynn, Margie, Randy, Sybil, Outsider, and Daphne. A lot of the characters that you just get through running the main story. And then these are all of the different weapons, I still need to rank up higher, that you can quickly farm through Covert Commissions. So that's the general gameplay cycle, is farm secret letter clues, just by playing the game essentially, buy out the Covert Commission secret letter in the shop, whether that be for weapons, for characters, or even demon wedges once you get to a higher rank. From there, you're going to go to your combat screen here, go to commissions, and then you are going to farm the weapons or characters by running one of these game modes. Whichever really is available at the time. You can do it in publics or solo. You can choose weapons, because I've farmed, and it tells you how many times you've farmed these before. I've farmed a total of 14 of this weapon in order to farm 1 blueprint, 5 blades, and 5 grips. So these gold drops apparently have a 10% chance to drop on. So there you go. And that's how you farm weapons. You farm them up in here for weapons, and then you build them in the Foundry. As for characters, it's the same idea. You farm up characters through these secret letters, and you're relying on the thoughts to actually upgrade them. So you're either, if you get the 10% drop, you're gonna get the thought Rebecca, 10 of those. You need 30 in total to get a character or upgrade their intron, or you'll end up with a ton of like thoughts at 2 at a time. In theory, if you get them 2 at a time, it would take you 15 total runs in order to upgrade the thought intron level of Rebecca and just complete her fully. And that is the rotation of how you can get the base characters through that. You can run whichever mission. It does not actually matter. You can run it co-op, you can run it solo. It just truly doesn't matter. The next thing we're gonna go over is Nocturnal Echoes. This is the weekly farm, and I'm gonna hide my face cam here. This is the weekly farm in order to actually farm up other characters. So you have 5 bosses in total. It's somewhat of spoilers if you don't know. You have Sybil, Crystallophile, the Ecclusioner, yep, the Warden of the Inferno, and then Beast from the Snowfield. In order to farm these characters, you can only farm 1 of these at a time, and there is a weekly limit of 5 for all of these included. So you can run 5 Sybils, but you cannot run anyone else, or you can run 3 of this, 2 of this, and no. So what I'm trying to say is the 5 weekly runs for the bosses Guess what? They are shared between every single boss. Either way, this is where you would farm Tabitha, as well as the weapon Shackle of Lone Wolf, Sacrosanct Chorus, the Stellar Finality, and the Blast Artistry. And then you'll farm a Crystallophile weekly for the character Truffle Filbert or the character Yale. You'll farm Eclusioner for the character Rhythm. You'll farm Warden of the Inferno for Hellfire. And lastly, you'll farm Beast from the Snowfield for more Lisbel after you finish Echoes, or yeah, I think like Mystic Maze, sorry. Or you'll farm it for Fantasio. So those are the characters that, and some of the weapons, right, that you can farm up from those missions. You can quickly always hit Start Challenge, do a fast travel right on to where the boss mission takes place. So it's really not a huge deal there. And then you can see when you go to the boss, it says first clear does not consume reward attempt. So first clear doesn't use up any sort of the weekly farm. But guess what? Level 30, you'd only farm it for this item, so it's useless. Once you unlock level 40 on, you'd farm level 40 for the the Jade Halberd. You'd farm level 50 for Yale. You'd farm level 60 for the Viridis Reefs. You'd farm level 70 for the Guixia Ratchet, and then you'd farm level 80 for Truffle and Filbert. Once you farm these weekly Nocturnal Echoes, again, you can only do 5 a week. You'll then go right back to your Covert commissions and your weapons, and then you will farm those secret letters, all of these ones that you got from those missions. So that is, no matter what, kind of the rotation of the game. I can't remember if they said eventually the Nocturnal Echoes will be pushed into the regular Covert commission shop, but I think they explain that for the next one. The final way that you are going to farm up characters regularly is by running this Echoes of Misstep, Immersive Theatre, and you can also run Mystic Maze initially for the character Lisbel, okay? So if I hide my face cam here, running Mystic Maze for the first time will clear through and get you Lisbel as well as Thought's Furyborn. So it'll get you an Intron 1 upgraded Lisbel just by running through Mystic Maze, and then you farm the rest of her through the Nocturnal Echoes from before that we showed, right on, that's Truffle and Filbert, where's Lisbel? Right on there. Either way, the Echoes of Misstep for Mystic Maze is essentially like a one-time thing, but reminder, you can also buy wedges, demon wedges, and stuff like that. Buy out the limited stock demon wedges first, once you get trial rank 45, and then slowly make your way buying all of these demon wedges one at a time. Blueprints, stronger level demon wedges. I would get the higher level ones myself, but eventually you'll farm up everything, so I wouldn't try to overthink it, because a lot of people tend to overthink it, but these are weekly farms as well for Mystic Maze, but that's only to get the loot from the shop. Immersive Theatre is very similar to other weekly style game modes, and it also has a shop where you can buy secret letters for the most recent kind of premium character. So Immersive Theatre is going to reset, not weekly, sorry, monthly or so, whenever a new character is brought into the game. As of right now, the character is Psyche, along with her weapon, Elpides Abound, and the secret letters and other loot. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into Immersive Theatre, and you're just gonna run this bad boy. The issue is you actually need, and I do not have yet, enough weapons to run Immersive Theatre, but all you're gonna do is run through this game mode until you can unlock the newest character. And then when you can, it's going to be essentially the hard game mode. Think of it like Spiraling Abyss, right, for Genshin Impact. It's that sort of monthly hard game mode. It's where you buy a lot of loot, resets in 19 days, and then eventually Psyche will go from Immersive Theatre to just regularly farmable in-game. The same as all of the other general Covert commission characters. I don't think she goes to Nocturnal Echoes. I just think she goes to the commission shop eventually. So either way, that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to farm up characters and weapons, take them into this Covert commission, and then, no, sorry, not Immersive, Covert commission. Take them into Immersive Theatre, farm up eventually the higher levels, and then when you get the higher levels done and everything, right? Because as of right now, I'm still early on, still a low-level game mode, right? Once you get into the higher level ones, that's when you're going to be able to farm up both Psyche and her weapon, Elpides Abound, right? Is that the weapon? Elpides Abound, yeah. Okay, so not bad. In order to actually build the weapons, though, you have to use your Foundry here in the menu, or you can go to like kind of the main spot, and all you're gonna do is slowly build up weapons. So as of right now, I am in the process of building Remnant Reminiscence so that I can run Immersive Theatre. And as you can see, I have enough grips, I have enough blades, but what I don't have enough of is sharpening potion. So as you can see here, you hit forge there and it takes you to the forge. And then you can see forge, it takes you pretty much to the breakdown. I just have to legitimately wait 8 seconds for this to actually finish in order to show you. But each one of these items has kind of like a breakdown on building it at some point. So as long as you click through to the weapon, it'll let you know if you can build it or not. And then you can just forge it right there. And now you're gonna see, it's like you don't have enough loot. So I need to forge that. Oh, and then I go to gold sand here, and it takes you right where you need to forge things. And it even has like a very nice forgery tree in order to build everything one by one. But hey, I have the blueprint, I have the weapons, so now I'm gonna start forging that. And then in a lovely 3 hours, I have a weapon finally built, and I can start beating up enemies and doing shenanigans like that. But here's the thing. In this game, you are going to need a lot of these Luno Memento tokens that you farm from commissions, defense, in order to farm up a lot of these characters. So I'm just gonna warn you right now, you might wanna like AFK farm a ton of these Luno Mementos on a defense, whether you just like spawn up a Rebecca and wait for the enemies to farm and run to you while you're doing things on a second monitor or watching TV or whatever. Do whatever you need to do, but I'm just gonna warn you, it will take a lot of time farming up all of these Luno Mementos, and it is what it is. Either way, as of right now, that's how you farm up all the weapons and all of the characters in Duet Night Abyss. So hopefully this beginner guide helped. Just daily reminder, the only gacha in Duet Night Abyss is for skins, and hey, maybe I'll make a video going over that eventually. Either way, let me know what you think of this guide. If you want to support the channel, subscribe, like, comment down below everything you're farming up in Duet Night Abyss. I myself need to farm everything, so nothing really specific. You can also use Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you ever buy anything on the Epic Games Store. Duet Night Abyss, Warframe, Fortnite, games like Borderlands, anything helps. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.